Are you ready to land that call center job and start earning big? Whether you're a newbie or someone who's tried but failed, don't worry, I got you covered. In this video, I'll give you the best tips to pass your call center interview, impress your recruiters, and finally, get hired. If this sounds like your cup of tea, make sure to watch the video until the end. Let's begin. Alright, so here we go. We have 8 ultimate science-packed tips to pass your call center interview. So, hindi lang to galing sa sarili kong opinion, kundi galing na rin mismo sa science or purely sa research ko. Number 1 is to keep in mind the first 7 seconds rule. Allow me to explain this particular rule in a bit. Did you know that people form an impression within 7 seconds of looking at you? Technically, interviewers decide whether they like you in just 7 seconds. That's why your entrance, eye contact, and first sentences are crucial. So, just a quick tip, make sure to walk in with confidence, smile, and say, "Good morning. I'm excited to be here and learn more about the role." Or you can say, "Good morning. I'm excited to be here." Firm but friendly. Also, if it's gonna be an over-the-phone interview or a Zoom meeting, for example, just turn on your webcam, smile, and maintain an eye contact. It shows that you have an open body language, and di ba kapag smiling ka, kapag magaan ka lang tingnan, ibig sabihin, kagusto-gusto ka talaga, okay? So, the 7 seconds rule is super important. It may seem basic, unimportant, but trust me, if you implement this, there is a huge chance na you'll pass your interview talaga. The second one is master the STAR formula. Make it a story. Okay, so allow me to explain what STAR formula is. So, when you say STAR, STAR stands for situation. So, what's the problem? T stands for task. So, what was your role? A stands for action. What did you do? And R stands for result. So, what was the outcome? Studies show that storytelling improves recall by 22 times more than facts alone. So here's the secret. People remember stories, not facts. So if they ask, "Tell me about the time you solved a problem," don't just say, "I helped a customer." Instead, use the STAR method and turn it into a mini story. For example, one time I received a call from an angry customer who wanted to cancel his service. I listened, I empathized, and found a solution that works. In the end, he stayed with us and even upgraded his plan. See, you've used the STAR method in this particular example. Make sure that your answers are visual and short at the same time. Now, give me some time to explain to you why you need to answer briefly as much as possible, because there's an interesting story or science behind that. And when you say visual, it has to be something na nai-imagine talaga and maaalala. Kasi I agree, mas naaalala natin yung stories kesa sa facts. For example, mas natatandaan natin yung kwento sa K-drama na pinapanood natin kesa sa mga lessons na meron sa topics or subjects like chemistry or physics. Kasi sa mga subjects na yon, facts yung pinag-uusapan. Whereas sa mga K-dramas, stories yung pinag-uusapan. Therefore, mas nare-recall natin siya ng mas better. So that's 22 times more according to research in Princeton University back in 2006. The next tip is to use the chameleon effect, or in other words, mirror your interviewer's energy. Do you know that psychology says people like those who are similar to them? So, did you know that people like others who mirror them? So for example, if your interviewer speaks fast, talk a little faster. If they're calm, slow down. This builds an instant rapport without them even realizing it. So, we can always tell naman what's the behavior of our interviewer. For example, if it's chill, laid back, then do the same thing. Mirror them. Copy how they behave. And instantly, there's a connection or a rapport between the two of you. And therefore, there's an instant likability trick that will be created, which will make you stand out among the rest of other applicants. So make sure to try to take note of this and see its magic. Number 4 is to answer trick questions with reverse psychology. Here's another fact. Google recruiters favor candidates who think differently. So, for example, if you were asked, why should we hire you? Don't say generic answers like, because I need the job. Technically, yes, you need the job, but there's a better approach to that. So, instead, you can say, I believe actions speak louder than words. I'd love to prove my skills. What qualities do you value most? So, what you did here is you flip the question and make the interviewer engage. This is what we call reverse psychology. Tinanong ka, tapos ibabalik mo yung tanong sa kanya, which makes it even more engaging and interesting. Not all applicants does this kind of trick, so make sure to incorporate it the next time you attend an interview and tell me how it works. Or what magic did it bring to your interview? Did you get hired? Let me know. These facts are pretty interesting and I myself is in awe because, you know, these things are something that I haven't implemented myself, and probably that's the reason why I failed in some of my interviews. Who knows, diba? Alright, so the next tip that we have is what we call linguistic mirroring to sound more fluent. So, studies show that mimicking speech patterns make you more persuasive. So, this is according to Harvard Business Review. If they say, our company values customer first service, repeat their key praise in your answer. You can say, that's amazing. I also believe in customer first service. In my past job, I always made sure to prioritize customer satisfaction. This way, it makes you sound more natural and aligned with the company. Diba? Kasi nga kapag ka nakikita nila na kauri ko to, match siya sa vision namin, sa mission namin, sa culture na meron sa company na to, then pasok ka na agad. And yun nga, usually yung tip ko sa inyo, diba, basahin natin kung ano yung job responsibility, job description, ano yung mga kailangan nila sa role. Tapos, pagdating sa interview, imi-mention mo lang din yun pabalik, imi-mirror mo yun, para that way, marirealize nila na, okay, eto na siya. Eto na yung the best fit for this role. So, tip number 6 is the 45-second rule. Make sure that we avoid rambling. So, according to studies in Yale University back in 2017, recruiters lose interest after 45 seconds. So, HR managers said this as well. So, if your answer is more than 45 seconds, they kind of lose interest. So, the tip that we can get from this is to keep it short and structured and let them ask for more details. Ako kasi, medyo madaldal ako when it comes to interviews kasi I want them to understand where I'm coming from. Pero I believe it's not over a minute or 2 minutes din kasi nauubusan din ako syempre ng sasabihin. So, it's good to keep in mind to make your answers as long as 45 seconds only. And then if you ask you questions, let them ask you. Especially kasi nati-trigger yung curiosity nila when you answer short and simple. Tip number 7 is I'll give you the secret to fake confidence even when nervous. Ako, I've experienced multiple interviews na in the past and until today, nakaka-experience pa rin talaga ako ng nervousness. So, it's good to know na may mga tips about this. So, Amy Cuddy's Harvard study proves that power posing before an interview boosts confidence. So, ano nga ba yung power posing na yan? So, Before the interview, stand in a power pose position for 2 minutes. So put your hands on your hips and then chest out, because this way it reduces stress hormones and tricks your brain into feeling more confident. So this is backed by Harvard studies. So next time you're going to attend an interview, make sure to stand like a superhero, diba? Right, so bonus hack, this is actually the last tip, 8th tip. So the pre-framing technique, i-explain ko sa inyo kung ano ba tong pre-framing technique. Framing. So for example, you don't have an experience in call center. You don't just say, I don't have experience. Instead, reframe it or rephrase it. You can say, not yet, but I have strong communication skills, problem-solving abilities, and a passion for customer service. So never focus on what you lack. You need to highlight what you bring to the table, or focus on what you can offer instead. So this is something that I always give as an advice to other fellow call center agents out there, na if your answer is going to be no, make sure to end it positively, and much better talaga kung you will answer not yet instead of no. Alright, now that you've got the ultimate tips to pass your call center interview, it's time to put them into action. Remember, confidence, preparation, and a positive attitude are your weapons. So if you find this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you have video suggestions or comments about this topic, feel free to write them down in the comment section below, because I promise I will put them a heart and reply to each and every comments. And yes, I'll talk to you next time. Have a nice day. Bye.